Hello everyone and welcome back to the world of lore. This is Sancho Cerdo here. Sorry, I'm just a little bit different this time around. Sorry it's been a while, I've been having to deal with some issues. So today we'll be going back after the Nova Night set, and hopefully this time we'll actually get through it. Okay. Hopefully. And if we don't, it's alright. We're just having fun. So, we're going back into the Devourer saga, one of the major sagas, and where the Warp Force began its beginning again, too. Okay, there he is, the Nova Knight. In case you haven't, if you don't remember since it's been so long, the story is stating, right now it's stating that our future is not actually set up by the parameter. We're not going to be specific. The future is not set in stone. Every action we take today affects tomorrow. No matter how much we plan, random chance is always a factor. And even if, through the vast powers of magic and science, we come to see the future, that is only one possible future out of infinite possibilities. However, when someone from the future travels back into the past to them, that is their one and only true past. To them, whatever actions they will take will forever alter their own future and their own lives. Lore, 1,000 years from the present. Following the war with Makassar and the spawn of Karnax, the Order, with the aid of heroes from the past, reclaimed the future. Now the rebuilding has begun. But far outside of the cities, many fantastical creatures still exist. Some of them, however, are nearing extinction. The Nova Knights have made it their sworn duty to try and save such creatures. Sometimes they succeed, and sometimes. Old Scar. What do you want, Nova Knight? Why don't you just call me what everyone else does? Oh, Scar. I find Old Scar to be a bit more respectful. Is it true, what I've heard? Yes. Yes it is. I have searched far and wide. I am the last dragon of lore. All have passed on, infighting, natural disaster, and collectors and poachers, mostly of your kind, human. And atop that, in this age of decay and waning magic, my kind's very strength is less than it has ever been. They say that the magical core of lore expended much of its power during the time of the Warp Force, in defense of the planet against the engine of destruction. So yes, the most magical creatures were the first to feel the change. I believe that my time has come too. I feel the last of my energies draining away as we speak. There is nothing you can do to save me, Nova Knight. Rest in peace, Old Scar. What on lore was that? Into the portal, Nova Knight, and your wish may come true. Who are you? Enter the portal and all will be revealed. How can I resist that? Whoa, where am I? Why are the northern Dwarfhold Mountains suddenly covered with snow and ice? Randor the Nova Knight? Yes, that's me, and you are... I am Fane, Time Fairy of the 6th Vein. I brought you here, 1,000 years before your time. This is the age of intervention, the time during which the people of lore came to fully understand and become involved in the perils of the Devourer's intergalactic network. I read about that. It was a grand time for magicians. Magic was at its peak back then, and true scientific innovation began. Wait up! I'm 1,000 years in the past? Why? And when can I get back home? And don't say, in 1,000 years. Unfortunately, mortals are often subject to the whims of us time fairies. I sense your inner conflict, your desire to protect dying species. And although we are forbidden to interfere very often, I have recently gained an extra interference ticket, which allows me to change history. So once you are done here, Have no fear, I will take you back to your time. Interference tickets, whims of the time fairies, things are crazier than I ever imagined. So just what is it that you sensed in me? The last dragon, Oscar, should have never have been the last dragon. In fact, you are here to make sure that there never is a last dragon. Dragons are far too amazing to ever become extinct. Your thoughts exactly. Yes, but all things must come to an end, living and unliving. That is the way things must be. Ultimately, the extinction of Lorien dragons could have been prevented many ways. So who is to say was ever meant to be? The progression of time and all that occurs is but a game of chance. You will simply be rolling the dice once more. Besides, this is exactly the kind of thing that interference tickets are for. You must meet Boss Monkey Man in Babylon, to the southwest of here. That sounds quite ominous, Fane. If I tell you much more, I'll have to get myself another interference ticket, so go already. Again, that likes to do that a lot, it seems. I must have double-clicked or something. Hello, is there a Boss Monkey Man here? I'm Boss Monkey Man. You must be Randor. What is it again? Novu Knight? It's, Nova Knight. And yes, Randor is a name. It's nice to meet you. So do you know all about when I'm from? And what I'm supposed to do here? Yes, I do. A little birdie told me. A birdie? Birdies, fairies, whatever. She had wings. So where do we have to go to change the future? Amber, Flood, George, and Darkova. Supposedly there's a networked alien there who is some kind of poacher. Poacher? I hate poachers. Illegal hunting is the most heinous crime, and Nova Knights are sworn to prevent it whenever possible. Yeah, let's have a little help here. Level 4 Brownie. Brownies are small timid creatures that keep to themselves, but nothing will help you if you get between them and their favorite food. Wonder what their favorite food is. I really do. Let's get my Truffma suit out here. The one we got a few episodes back. And let's get out. Where is my fire weapon? Do I have a fire weapon? I don't think I do. No, I don't. What's next? Energy. Oh, okay. That would be, I believe the Zargworts. No, Zargworts is light. Earth, ice, water, light, dark, wind, light. Oh, I had 2 lights. Okay. Oops. I lost my energy for a light. Okay, that was an idiotic move of mine. Let's pull out the Aquavarius. Nope. Warhawk will do better. However, I do have the Fiery Godfather to help me out here. Doesn't matter what he uses. And he decides to headbutt me. Why? He will leave me next turn. Bugger. No, you won't. Smack. Why do you like throwing pieces of yourself at me? Silly brownie. Last time we were here, however, we got through everything except for one person. In order to get what we're after, we have to be able to beat him. Which is not going to be easy. However, last time we stayed in 1 armor and it didn't do us too well. If I remember correctly, we have a better armor to hold off both of his attacks. There goes the brownie. And Iron Golem. Now, I didn't read this one to you last time. A suit of armor once worn by a giant warrior and now given a life of its own. This Iron Golem is a fearsome opponent. Slow and misses often, but when he hits, he packs a punch. And boy, do I know that. I've been hit, or my other characters have been hit by this thing a lot. Let's see here. It's water, wind. I could run Zeph and Neely for wind. Water will be the truffle, which is multiple elements. Do I want to run? Ice. Okay, Zeph and Neely it is then. You first get to see Zeph and Neely now. This is the first time you get to see them. Smack, smack, smack. And he's gone. Oh, he never even had stood a chance, did he? A Mauler is a type of ogre that has been crossed with a lion, resulting in a deadly beast of tremendous power. These guys are devastating if you're not careful. Get my Warhawk out here. Zeph and Neely will have to do. Reason these guys can be devastating. Why don't you find out for us out? Why don't we find out for ourselves why? If you notice, he's not taking much of a damage yet. He also just poisoned me with that attack. Not fun. Not fun at all. So if Randor could help me out here, I'd be... Ow. He bit me. Not doing a lot of damage here. Quit biting me. Looks like next turn will be our last one with Randor here. We'll have to do it on our own for a while. Oh. Zeph didn't do anything. If I named them correct, if the name was correct. I really hate fighting these things that have a low attack power. Oh, thank you, Neely. Ah, Z tokens, those are nice. Oh, here's the fun guy. Be careful. It looks like he's ready to do that already. Wind plate. Do I have a shield for wind? No, I don't. That's good. Now let's start. Trust me. In the Truffma suit, who has a 98% to wind, that's not a fun hit. Everyone likes it, except you. Do y'all like the fun guy? I sure don't. His spores cause me a lot of pain for some reason. He likes smacking me. Wonder why. Could it be I'm attacking him and not him? Ow! Why didn't I notice that? I hate it when I don't see the SP bar down here. He's almost gone now. And there goes our fun guy. The Fun Dead Ripper. Robert says usually I have a lot of fun with these things. They're nice looking, I can say that. He's dark. Get my dark plate and the Mictlon. How do you pronounce that? Shield. And I need to get me Zargworth's Little Wand. As well as I'm going to be pulling out the your energy, Fairy Godmother. Here. Good healer, that's for sure. Well, let's see here. I think that's all I need. Since he's not going to help me here anymore. Ow. You like throwing bones at me, don't you? Oh, he charged. Wow, the Swordward's little wand is deadly. Who knew? The Brockdill Bone Drone. Sorry, Broadkill Bone Drone. Oh, I didn't read the last one, did I? Oops. Sorry. I'll read it to you next time. Let's see here. Weak to fire. Actually, weaker to light. Okay, that's good. My words want to work today, don't they? An abomination of Draco Magicites and Brilhaldo Necromancy. I don't know if I said Brilhaldo correctly. My mind wants to think I said it a little rough. So I'm just shining a bunch of light on this one. Ah, there we go. I don't remember which one does what. Oh, you summoned Deary. Or dear friend here. Oh, ow. Don't know what the deer does. Oh, there it goes. Oh, wow. Wow. Our dear friend is hitting quite painful. Disarm. The Brain Spider Nymph. A horrible abomination of Draco Magicites and Brilhaldo Necromancy. It grows stronger as it feeds on the intelligence of its opponents. I read up on this thing. If that third hit from its main attack hits me, let's disarm it. As I was saying, if that third attack hits me, it will actually cause me to lose intelligence as it gets stronger. I think it heals him, I believe. I think disarm causes him to automatically miss, which is actually a good thing for us in this case. Yeah. And he's gone. Hey, that brain spider was mine. What, are you on some kind of quest too? No, Randor. I think this is who the Time Fairy knew we would meet. You're the poacher? Poacher? Oh, please, don't insult me. I'm not some run-of-the-mill hunter. I'm Vasilis the Relentless, and I'm aiming for the top, baby. I go after the last remaining members of a species, and then track them until they die, or take them down myself. Then I catch their spiritual essence, what you humans might call a soul, and sell it to whomever can afford it. Why do these creatures have to die? Aren't they worth more alive? Oh sure, their physical bodies are worth a lot, but it's their souls that are eternal. Why would anyone want to pay me 100 million gold for a pile of rotting flesh? Hey, that sword you've got there, it looks familiar. I found it in some old wreckage of a strange ship when I was younger. The wreck was almost rusted into nothing, but the sword remained intact. Rusted, you say? Question. Are you a time traveler too? Normally, no. But today, yes. And I think I've been brought back to this particular time and place to stop you. Really? So I travel through time as well, knowing the times of a species extinction is much more efficient than just guessing. Funny thing about that sword you have. It there looks like my soul collecting device. Much bigger though. I've got a prototype I'm working on. I plan to start an entire guild dedicated to my profession, and will gather up the soul of every last member of every dying species in the galaxy. That will be it, Randor. That's why we have to stop Vasilis, because if he does what he wants to do, this intergalactic soul collecting will result in a large-scale poaching of endangered species, just so they can get the last and most valuable member of that species. I never thought it through that far. Suppose that's what might naturally happen over time. Thanks for the idea. Now I'm guessing you're from the future. I am. So I can't blame you for using that sword. But it looks like that's technically my sword. I'm going to have to take it. If you're not going to stop collecting souls, it looks like we're going to have to stop you ourselves. You're good at making threats. Let's see if you're good at making good on them. So now we get to fight Vasilis. When I took him on with another character, he was somewhat a little difficult. A time-hopping Cordem who trades in the souls of rare creatures to collectors throughout the galaxy. He is energy-based. Water is his weakness, and he's somewhat easy to hit. So that's not Ember, Static Shield, and I need the Energy Plate. Oh, there goes my pet. Whoops. Okay, I guess I can't wear the same on my other one. Water, that's Truffle. There's something special about that Truffle. You'll see what I mean in a minute. If it attacks. Probably will. But I'm set to go. Oh, no I'm not. I forgot something. Good thing I go first, right? So I forgot to put on my Neophyte. He hits with wind, dark, fire, and water. Like some of the other pets I've had. Zephanili, for instance. This opponent will hit you for light and energy damage, so you might want to keep an eye on that. Be a little careful there. However, as long as you can keep his health lower than yours throughout the battle, you'll be just fine. At least that's how I keep my mind on it. Or keep my way in front of the battle. I do my best to try and make sure I do enough damage to keep my HP below my opponent's HP. Now we will not be getting the weapon of this set. Because it's a melee weapon. In order to wield it, you have to, or in order to do decent damage, or some damage, or in order to do more than its base damage, you have to have strength in it. And as I've said once before, I think, but just in case you didn't see it the first time, strength affects your melee weapons. If you want to play a fighter, you want to focus, you want to work on strength as your stat, one of your stats. The other one I'd suggest is dexterity. It's not over yet. Remember Oscar? I figured out a way that you can prevent his demise in the future. Follow me back to the northern Dwarfhold Mountains. This is around the time we lost the last time. I wonder what the Time Fairy meant. How can she have found a way to save a dragon you saw die 1,000 years from now? Easy! I found out that Oscar is actually alive now, though he's much younger. So if Randall gives the soul of Oscar that he collected with the sword in the future back to the young Oscar, then Oscar will have 2 souls in the future, so he won't actually die. Ah, I think I've hit my limit of how many paradoxes I can handle in a day. Even though I said that wrong. That makes so little sense that it must have a chance of working. So where is young old Scar? Right here, right now. Good luck. A tiny fairy told me you have captured my soul inside your blade. Fane didn't actually tell us how to give him the soul, did she? No, she didn't. Then I guess I'll have to Then I guess I'll just have to take it. Now won't I? This is not easy. He's level 24. We're only level 13. Now, if I remember correctly, he attacks with both wind and energy. Now, last time we were running my energy armor, our shield wind plate, which only gives us 105% to energy, 90% against wind. Actually, more than that because I didn't have the shield on. It's 110% energy, which means he's doing 1.1 times the amount of damage he would normally do. So was smacking us around a lot. Well, what if we put on the energy plate, energy shield, static shield, thank you. That brings our energy down to 78%, and we're only taking on what he deals in wind only. Let's see how well this goes. Now, he's weak to earth. Okay. So I'll be wielding my turkey dip, the magical turkey dip. And for the pet, that will be the bunny, wouldn't it? I think the bunny's earth. Yeah, if I'm correctly, the bunny is earth. Okay, let's go. We have no items. So let's smack Oscar a little bit, shall we? That bunny loves biting into anything. Ow. 32 wind. That's the amount of damage he does in wind. About 32, it seems. Oscar is not easy. Oh, as time wore in one possible future, and Lore's magical core lost some of its power, dragons and other magical creatures slowly became weaker. 1,000 years from now, the last dragon is Old Scar, called Oscar by most. Right now, he's young, but very, very angry. Yes. Now, let's see here. He's got a lot more health than we do, and he's hitting us quite hard. This is not a good thing. Oh, I missed utterly. That's not good either. Probably because he keeps breathing on me. I don't like fighting huge, high-level opponents. I really don't. Why do you keep battering me with that? We might actually have to take care of wind or energy before we come back here. Ow. Hey, at least I took 20 damage there and nothing more. If he crits on me, he has no luck, so it's highly rare for him to do so. Ow. Let me heal. One wind blast will kill me. Should use the potion. He gave me a chance. Use the potion. I don't think we'll actually be able to get through here, will we? Wind. Ow. Again, one more wind hit and I'm gone. It's just doing too much damage. Looks like I'll have to work towards energy and wind next time instead of trying this again. Actually, I can work on that. I can actually work on that now, can't I? I don't have it all up yet, so I might give me a minute. Okay. So it seems we'll have to go after wind. Okay. So that will be the Horde's temper. We'll be taking 1.25 more damage, but we'll be also actually be doing 1.25 more damage. It's called an offensive lean. So we're actually going over here to the Truffma and going to part 1 of Exile's Fire. This has been an unforeseen disaster. All the ports, they ensured a victory. My words given to each leader still hold merit. Though the clans came out of this, they barely pulled through. Their leaders were affected, even if only slightly, and were slowly beginning to succumb to our ways. The island will fall. The clan members we lost, though, Reports have come in saying they are back in their clan's home and look to be returned to their original, imperfect state. Yukara Vox. Yes, my lady. Leave me. Seek out one called Briha, a Draco leader. His people are next on my list. Creative individuals with machinery and technology. Tell me what you find. Yes, my queen. Why is this world so annoyingly resistant? I have never had this much trouble, nor anyone else in our history. You are forgetting something. I forget nothing. But you have. You are forgetting the prophecy. The prophecy? Surely not. Think about it. What does the prophecy say? There will come a day when striving will cease, and the leader of the people will have to come face to face with that which could destroy her and all that her people have worked for. This person, the one, will be waiting on a world where the leader will find herself at a loss. Battles will not be easy, wins will be few. It is only when the one is destroyed will the world fall, and the leader will fully extend her reach over the multiverse. So Exoff, who is your real enemy? Boss Monkey Man. And who is responsible for this enemy? The Order of Moravian. Very good, my child. Very good. Seems like I'm being summoned in all kinds of ways lately. This time it was a 2-bear with a note pinned to it. Okay, so our first battle is with an owl. Okay, I have no shield to do with this one, but I'll be able to put on my wind plate at least. These things are quite annoying as all get out. Owls are often thought of as wise animals. This one is just plain angry as he defends his woodland home. Smack. Oh, I missed. At least the bunny got his teeth into it. That's a good thing, right? Whatever that is, I don't know. Do you have an idea of what the chicken dip is doing there? I don't know. Just put it in the description. Why not? And I'm smacking the owl with a chicken dip, aka a chicken leg. Wow. Just weird. And it looks like the bunny's only biting in the air and not actually catching the owl at all. Oh, I missed that second shot. Oh well. Ow. Excuse me for that. Yeah. Sorry about that. And I'm just wailing away on this poor owl. And again, he's thinking that I'm attacking him, or attacking his home when I'm just passing through. I utterly missed. I hate doing that. I can say this is not the owl from the Ocarina of Time. I think you can find him in Ocarina of Time. If not, it's Majora's Mask. I don't remember which. But anyway. I wonder why he thinks we're attacking his home. Oh well. He's fallen off the tree. It's always the tree. A Beetlezard. These things are unique. I need to put on my cloth robes here, which don't help me in any way, shape, or form. Oh, I'm sorry, wrong armor. It's the Truffma suit. I forgot. and is weak to wind or fire. So we do not have fire, but we do have the Warhawk. Now I could go with the Fire Godfather, or I could go with Zap and Neely. I think I'll go with the Fire Godfather and show you all the second one. Okay, his ranged attack is next. Oof. Yes, they like hitting you twice. Whack, whack, whack. That's his range. As soon as I can switch. His melee. He missed. That's rare. And his magic attack. And I'll read off those three the next time I switch around. For range, let's introduce them to my little friend here. Melee, burnt and broken kneecaps, it is. And magic is, I'll make this Beetlezard an offer it can't refuse. If you don't get the reference, you've never seen the novel. Ah, there we go. He smacked him. Actually, I believe it's slicing, but I think they're all from the Godfather. I'm not entirely sure, but he's entirely a pun off of the Godfather. There's also the energy variant, which I also have. I'm not hitting that hard, am I? But nor is the Beetlezard here. Oh yeah, I forgot to read. A hybrid of a common giant Lorian horned beetle and a Frogzard. So, anyway. I'm just having my Hawk do a lot of damage, and then my Fire Godfather over here just smacking everyone around. Or slicing at my opponent for now. And I'm getting my health is quite low. One more hit will finish him. And of course, just like almost everyone, just like my other characters, my pet doesn't want to finish him off. So I have to finish him off. And there he goes. And of course, it is never an easy ordeal to just walk to my destination when needed. No. No. I have to be challenged and attacked. Another Beetlezard. I really don't like this. Click the rose in the Fiery Godfather's pocket to change the type of attacks. Yes, I already know this. I have a lot more health than he does. The Beetlezard does. In the long run, my max health is higher than his. Which is a good thing. Oh yeah, I still have you in melee. Don't I? The advantage of having Fiery Godfather and the Fairy Godfather is you can choose between the types of attacks they use. Magic, melee, or range. So if your opponent is weak to, say, a Slorian Beetle is weak to fire, as we know. But his defense, we also know his defenses are all even. So it doesn't matter how I hit him. But let's just say he had a higher defense on both ranged and magic. But his melee defense, or his melee defense was at his typical rate at 19, and his ranged and magic were at 23. You can easily switch the Fiery Godfather or Fairy Godfather. I could easily switch the Fiery Godfather to melee just by clicking on his rose. As soon as my turn comes around. And there you go. As soon as my attack goes through, the Fiery Godfather will attack melee. Of course, this creature is a little dodgy. Now, the Warhawk, on the other hand, is slightly different than what I've typically been using. The Warhawk will take my Charisma to attack with, and not my Intelligence or Dexterity. Which is why you notice it hitting for 4s, 3s, and 5s. It's coming across weaker than most of my weapons. But as my Charisma goes up, it will be doing more damage. It has a higher chance of attacking. And just to make sure I am right on that, I will look at that. From the bottom here, attack again. Range is what it is. Let's continue. Another Beetlezard. Here we go again. Click the rose in your Fire Godfather's pocket to... Seth just hollered, or grumbled, Beetlezard. And he did it again. Seriously, Seth? Seriously? Yeah, that's true. Yeah, at some point in time, you'll be seeing more from him. Or you'll start seeing something from him. Hopefully. Let's see here. Where is it? It's not here. I'll have to look at it differently. Oh yeah, I gotta go all the way to the back here. There we go. Okay, let's see if they actually have it. Oh boy. I'm running low on health, aren't I? Will we even get through this? There's the Warhawk. For Rogues and Rangers, a Warhawk does 3 hits of wind damage for a total possible damage of 9 to 36. If you have a high dex, this is a superb weapon. So in all reality, this should not be with me. Now shouldn't it? According to this. Of course, the AQ Wikipedia has not been updated, or the AQ Encyclopedia does not get updated as quickly. There's a lot of things they'd have to update constantly. So that might be why I'm doing such horrible with my wind. I might actually have to go back to using a wind weapon in Promorlic Shop. So let's see here. And yes, this is a long video. I deserve that for not actually uploading anything from this for a while. Really? Another owl. Seriously? You think this is gonna stop me? We get to see more of the epic bunny rabbit. And the magical turkey dip. I'm sorry, it's a turkey leg, not a chicken leg. My fault. I'm smacking an owl with a turkey leg. That's unique. Oh, he credited me. It's not too bad. Yeah, I missed. Sorry about that again. It's not that I'm tired or anything, it seems that I'm not getting enough breath. Ah. Hit, turkey dip, hit. Ah. I missed once. Oh well. This owl is quite dexterous, that's for sure. He dodges a lot. I'm still able to smack him and whatnot. As I said, I read the warning when I got it. So I'm going to have to recheck in on it in Aria's pet shop here. When I get back. It's a level 50. I'm not level 50. So in all reality, I shouldn't have a Warhawk according to the encyclopedia. Which means that that's entirely wrong. This is quite a long episode today. Mr. Owl, can you go down? Can you just fall out of your tree branch as it falls? Making it look like you fall on top of it, or it falls on top of you? I guess not. I just gotta beat some sense into him. That's all. These owls are quite aggressive, aren't they? I keep missing. Why do I miss so much? Can you quit missing? Come on. Ow. That owl just headbutt me. Watch him. He headbutts me. Why does the owl headbutt me? I do not know. A forest demon. These are unique. And quite dangerous if you're not careful. Put on my cloth robes. A once noble protector of the forest, this creature has been consumed by its own hatred. The pulsating magical shield makes it a formidable foe. You notice something odd about this battle. You see this number up here? That correlates to the numbers beside melee ranged and magic. The higher the number, the harder to hit. The lower the number, easier to hit. It does also go into negatives. There are only a few enemies that I know of that use this ability. So what you really have to do, let me switch to wind here. Actually, I can use light. Okay, let's use the Zargworth's little wand here. I'm going to bring out the Fairy Godmother. This is the other one that has multiple different abilities. I'll explain her in a minute. If you don't time your attack right, he attacked before I did. Oh, I'm sorry, I just started the battle. Okay. If you time your attack right, you'll miss. Now, the Godmother, Fairy Godmother here, has 3 abilities on her. Ah, there we go. Invita Servius. I want the padding in. Anyway, Fairy Godmother has 3 abilities on her. click her glove to change them. She'll go red and heal you, wear a blue dress and heal your mana, or wear a yellow dress and attack your foe. Meanwhile, the Zargwort's little wand also has 3 things. The video service, as you saw, brought a deer to my side. Explicius disarms my foe, does a little bit of damage, and disarms my foe. Imperial, I think, stuns my foe, as well as the poisons my foe. Thank you. And actually does damage over time. So that's Explicius here. Oh, we've managed to hold on to his weapon. Oh, what was I thinking? How am I supposed to disarm a pair of claws? Does anyone know? As you saw, my fairy godmother missed, and he had a high number. Let's try and just claw this thing again. Yay, I declawed it! He can't attack, even though he'd die anyway. Ah, there we go. Thank goodness you are here. I was given an urgent message to give to you from Vethelma. It wasn't easy, but then it never is. The two-bear was a nice touch. How long did it take for you to pin it to that creature's hide? Vethelma? What could the Beastmaster want with me? Well, he is close to Paxia, Boss Monkey Man. Perhaps with the War One, he has uncovered information about Exile's plan or movements. Of course! Thank you, Robina. Hero, despite the recent war and the victory of the Paxians, I feel there is still something very wrong around my realm. Please come to the Darklands and speak with me. Vethelma. I will need a way to get there. Looks like I need to visit Captain Rhubarb. Ahoy, Boss Monkey Man. What brings ye here on this fine day? Can't get enough of my boat? She's a fine vessel, Captain, but I am here to see if you can grant me passage to the Darklands. Darklands. Probably carrying a note from the lass Vethelma, aye? A note from what lass? Miss Vox, the teacher, matey. Everyone knows that there's a sweet something between 'em. I wouldn't let her hear you say that, Captain. She's rather sore about the rumors. What for? Vethelma's a fine lad, keeps the beasties in line, rules his own lands. How about this? All the lads and lassies love a good dinner on a pirate boat under the stars. Why, for a bit of coin, I am sure I could add in a bit of accordion playing, too. Captain, sir, it's really not necessary. And old Petey the Parrot here does swimmingly in a butler's outfit. Captain, about the passage to the Darklands? Right. Keep your secrets, landlubber. But if there should be needing a dinner... Okay, now here comes the fun. I really do not like these things. A dull Vagrant. They're not as bad as one of the ones we'll be seeing here shortly. But they're still quite dangerous. And this is the first variant of the Fairy Godfathers. Lapel. Let's call it a lapel. Let's see here. He's highly avoidable. I gotta watch it. I don't have an energy. I forgot. I lost that. Fire, light. Okay, I'll be fine. So let's start about the Vagrant, or dull Vagrant, sorry. Vagrant are a shape-shifting, sea-dwelling race, said to be the ancestor of our Amazon. This Vagrant has been partially turned by the Truffma. As you can see, he's still got some color left on him. That's his magic. Let's look at his ranged. This is ranged. And melee. Ow! Let's explicit this thing. I could have been parry-out if I wished, but that takes a lot. This thing I hate, the washed out water worm. A massive undersea creature that isn't very fast but has incredibly thick hide. This particular one seems to have been corrupted by the Trophma. You see those element modifiers? So you can see I can hit them all day. However, everything is no higher than 50%. So I will be doing half damage. Except for water where you're doing fine. I'll be doing no more than half damage at all times. Let's get his magic out of here. Okay, I need video service. He doesn't have a lot of health, as you can see. I'm glad of that. I just don't like the fact that he has so dang high or low defense or low elemental modifiers. They take forever to kill. Wow, it's almost been an hour now. Wow, that's actually quite long. Let's see if I can disarm this thing. No, he held on to his teeth. Bugger. You used... Bambi, you used 10 MP and still did nothing? Thank you. There goes the washed out worm. Be seeing those bland sea monsters lately about these parts. Can't say I like it. Not at all. Exolf has now gotten her hands on the sea. Land, sea, air. No one is safe. Well, here we be, Boss Monkey Man. I assume I have to take you home, I'll stay docked here for a spell, but if ye ain't back in half an hour, you'll be needing to swim back home. Thank you, Captain. I doubt I'll need longer. Raphama! Raphama, it's me, Boss Monkey Man. Ah, Boss Monkey Man, you came. I was afraid the affected sea creatures would have stopped you. You know, Captain Rhubarb, no sea creatures would hold him from sailing. So what is wrong? You weren't exactly detailed in your message. Ever since the war in Paxia, my little world has slowly begun to change. I fought it off well enough, but there is only so much I can do. Exolf moving on Paxia opened up a whole new corridor of a world to her. Yes, that was a rough war. I wonder about the after effects of her attack. She's no longer just staying on the mainland. She's even corrupting lands across the sea. Creatures are afraid. They seem terrified to leave the boundaries of my lands. And when I go out, the further east my feet carry me, the worse it is. She's already moved beyond the lands to the east? But surely she hasn't had that much time. She has her eyes on Darren, the Kells, and anything else that lurks on that island. The birds communicate a degree of apprehension when traveling southeast. I see more and more sea creatures who have been affected by Exolf's cursed touch. The School of Thought is there, along with the Drakel, both creative entities. Both are targets. I know they are. I know what I must do. Thank you, Raphama. Oh, Boss Monkey Man, could you do me a favor? I have this book and it is really overdue. You wouldn't happen to, well, have the time later to give it back to Miss Fox, would you? Sure. He's not even holding the book. Dragonflies and their personalities across systems. Interesting choice. Just return the book, please. Alright, alright. Now to figure out exactly where her hands have gotten into. Keldner, Darren, School of Thought to talk to Nell. I just wish I knew. I better hurry back in before Captain leaves me to swim home. Oh gosh. Here we go, another board buzzer. I hate these things. I need the bunny, my bunny wabbit, and I need my turkey dip. I don't need a shield because I don't have a windshield. I need to find me a windshield somewhere. I'm poisoned. Ow. I don't like poison. Now the armor I'm after is not the best armor for me to have a hold of right now. But it has a better wind defense than the one I'm currently wearing. No, it doesn't actually. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. According to this encyclopedia article, I'm actually doing a great mistake here. Oh well. We'll see when we get there. As the battle wages on between a flying bee and the Harrow. Zero. How you want to pronounce it. And a bunny rabbit that seems to only bite his leg. Actually, no, he bites right between them. What the heck? That's weird. Very weird, indeed. Okay. Ah, level 14. Won't be long. Oh, look! Guess who it is? We've seen these guys before. Hold on a minute. Sorry about that. Mr. decided to talk to me. Oh. Whoops. Why am I attacking with Earth against an Earth opponent? I'm not thinking now, am I? Sorry about that again. I just don't seem to be getting enough air for some odd reason. Now something decided to go down that pipe. Whoops. Why is the hawk under my arm? That's a unique look, if I do say so myself. And I'm wearing the wrong armor again. I keep forgetting I have it. These guys aren't that hard to beat. Trust me, I've fought them several times. Sorry about that. But as soon as we get through this, this will be our last adventure for this episode. As we get through, once we get through the Truffle that are on the Darklands. Well, that confirms it. Exhaust's presence is here. Now on to find out if she has begun set up camps here. A winged Truffle. Another type of Truffle. The Truffle will take all that is fun. It says the exact same thing the Truffle do. This is what I was talking about earlier. This being here, sorry, attacks differently than a typical Truffle. As you saw, he shot me 3 times with his wings. Well, I wonder if he'll do the other one. Yes. And then he'll shoot me 3 more times with more wings, which is that is known as a spell called a Truffma version of the Brawlhalla Wings spell. And then he flies away. Another board buzzer. No shields. Wind. My weapon goes over to the turkey dip, and my pet becomes the bunny rabbit. Why am I coughing so hard? Dang it. Sorry about the cough, guys. Seeing something does not want to come out of the pipe. Out of the wrong tube for some reason for a while. And I'm poisoned again. Let's keep working on this. Almost done. Keep getting hit with a wind attack. Oh well. And my bunny keeps biting right between his legs. Don't know why. And I wonder why he's attacking me. Maybe he's so bored he wants something to do, so he decides to attack me. When he well knows that he will lose, it seems. Of course, it seems I don't kill many people. At least I don't kill many of the dull creatures. As you saw, he just flew away. Now, Truffma. Kind of go back to wind, earth defense, and wind attack. And no, you cannot take off that mask before you ask. What the heck? I don't cough this badly. Anyway. Compare me to that Truffma. Do I look anything like him? I don't think I do. There he goes. And another board buzzer. Time to go wind. Bunny. And the turkey dip. Oh! This time he failed poisoning me. First turn. That's interesting. He failed again. It's not a bee. He doesn't lose his stinger every time he stings me, so he's more like a wasp than anything. He failed again. And again. Oh, there he goes. He finally got me. But according to what I see here, he doesn't stand a chance. Unless he dodges every attack I do and hits me with every single one of his. But it looks like I'm hitting more often than normal. Or more often than he would like. And of course he charges me. I missed this time. And I blocked without a shield. Unique. Another board buzzer. How many battles are here? Six. Once I can get through the last 6 here, you'll have access to look at Exile or the Horde's temper. A nice offensive win. Yes, I know my Beastmaster does not need to go with an offensive armor, but I think it has better wind resistance than the one I'm wearing now. I think. If not, then this armor here has better wind resistance. It's the best wind resistance, which means I need to go find the energy armor for it. What's up, Wolverine? You remember these guys, don't you? Okay. I'm doing enough damage. He only regenerates 4 HP per turn, as long as I hit at least twice with 2 damage. I'll be good to go. Based on his defenses, it's hard to miss. Okay, let's attack again. Okay, and that's my energy. Assault Mecha, which is a 95% energy and ice. There we go. What are Brihha and Truffma doing together? What is this? Truffma's business here? I'd better listen. That is her wish. In her terms, for now she proposes an alliance. You, above all others, seem to understand her drive. If you work with her to bring this world under her fist, you will have a part in it. Others have made such promises. Others were not Exab Araku, Sir Brihha. Indeed, tell your queen, Commander, that I am interested. We can work out the details upon a later date. For now, I will start spreading the message and make way for your queen. Very well, I will return to her, and she will be in contact with you. Oh, this isn't good. To be continued. We won't be seeing the continuation of that. Now we have a choice here. We can come and grab what I'm going to do here. I'm going to drop off the wind plane. I can come get it again. We know it's a 90% defense or wind resistance. I'm gonna grab the Horde's temper and see and compare that by going over here to the combat practice. Now, we've seen the wind armor, 90% wind resistance. I remember that clearly. The Horde's temper has a 94 resistance to wind. So in all reality, this was a waste. Other than experience, of course. Let's go back to the end. Armor. We have an update to our water shield here. So let's update it. Shadow Slayer, we'll have that next. Earth and Darkness. There's a lot of shields coming up. And I'll say that's the end of this episode. This episode is quite long. However, that's a good thing since it's been a while since I have uploaded a video. And I don't plan on having that happen again. Please forgive me. And I will see y'all next time. Bye.